because I don't think North Carolina was called last time 4 years ago until maybe a week after the election, or it was certainly after Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania came on Saturday. I think North Carolina was Sunday or Monday. The fact that we are making this call now suggests that there's a bigger gap than there was last time. And Donald Trump won it last time by something like 75,000 votes.
Generally speaking, he is overperforming what he did in 2020, and she is underperforming what Joe Biden did in 2020, and that ends up what was a narrow edge for Biden is at this point, we have to condition it, a narrow defeat for Harris.
And the thing about North Carolina, and John has been talking about this and will do more at the wall, is you do have kind of a sense of the country in the state of North Carolina, in that there are growing minority populations, and there is a growing sort of suburban, maybe more moderate population in and around the big cities. And so that is why the Harris campaign thought, with the dynamics of the country right now, that she would have a better shot. But look, the headwinds of the economy, the inflation that people are feeling, the difficulty in their everyday lives.
Yeah, she could not outrun that Biden economy.
Yeah, and the economy, Chris, that is what people are feeling every single day. I mean, we were talking earlier about whether or not the sort of women and the idea of this being the first post-Roe presidential campaign was going to supersede how people felt when they were buying eggs and milk. And certainly North Carolina and other places that we are seeing start to formulate in these other states, the answer is no.
You know, we have talked about it all night, and we've disagreed to a certain degree about the right track, wrong track, and it was 27% right track, 60-something% wrong track. Maybe part of that is dissatisfaction with Trump. Maybe some of that is dissatisfaction with the abortion overturn. But in terms of what people live every day, it's the economy, it's the price of eggs, it's the fear of inflation, which with the spread of illegal immigrants north is now being felt as an issue, not just on the border, but in northern states as well.
Yeah, and Jake, I'm going to be interested to figure out and to find out, once we get all the details, how much success the Trump campaign had in increasing their share of the mail vote. They worked really hard at that.
Yeah, very interesting. Let's bring you a key race alert and get you up to speed on where we are in all the states that we have not called. In battleground Pennsylvania, Donald Trump with 51.3%, Kamala Harris 47.6%. Donald Trump more than 212,000 votes ahead with